So the Lakers, they've started off the season with a 6-2 mark thanks to the play from Luka Doncic and from Austin Reeves. Los Angeles is a top 5 offense, and while we won't see Reeves tonight, Luka is still putting up over 40 an outing. So again, no Austin against San Antonio. He has that right groin soreness that he's working through. But that just means the Spurs can expect a heavy dose, coach, of Luka Doncic.
And that's a scary proposition for the Spurs. Perk said he'd buy a ticket to watch Wemby. I would buy tickets to go watch Luka Doncic. The guy's an amazing talent, living in the paint, scoring, playmaking, getting to the foul line, Malika, and a few examples that really highlight just how effective he is. We know he's an elite high pick and roll player. Jackson Hayes does his job. He brings over the low man, Santi Aldama. That's all he has to do. You can look at Luka's eyes. He sees Rui wide open in the corner, on time, on target pass for a high efficiency three-point corner shot. And then this is where he's been just incredible this year. Living in the paint, getting to the foul line. He's got Bam Adebayo, an elite defender. He's got him on skates right here. Bam's playing the step back to the left, gets lifted. Now you can see he's going to cross him up back to his right hand, get deep into the paint, and you can see him here for an easy 2. It's going to have to be a lot harder if the Spurs are going to have any chance of winning tonight. And with Wemby back there, Malika, I expect it to be a lot more difficult for Luka than that last clip. Yeah, Luka has been playing on another level, but so has Victor Wembanyama here, coach. And Kenny.
Yes.
Oftentimes around these parts, maybe we're accused of talking a little too much Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, really?
But they're off to a heck of a start this year. I mean, it kind of feels warranted at this point. It's easy to get excited about this team.
Well, you know, they have two players that are perennial legends of the game with Luka and obviously LeBron. And when LeBron is out, we talk about it. When Luka's in, we talk about him. So no matter what the record is, you're going to talk about the Lakers. But what is going to be the most interesting part is when LeBron comes back. Because the two guys who've had the most success while he's out, they're very ball dominant. So they need the basketball to make plays. They're playmakers, not play finishers. Play finishers, a guy who just waits, dunks it. Perk was a play finisher. Just let him dunk it. You know, but no, I'm just saying, no, you put him in the box right there. Like I'm driving and put him in a dunk spot. He's going to dunk it. But then there's guys who know, no, I got to create to get a rhythm. And now, can you have 3 guys on the same team be creators? I know, Coach, you had Jokic. You can't have 3 Jokic's.
Right.
It's impossible to have that because there's not enough ball movement and body movement to win. So it's going to be interesting to see what LeBron does and how he slides in.
You ask about when LeBron James will return, and it's magic. Shams Charania appears. Our senior insider, Shams, is here with us. Shams, what more can you tell us about when we could see the NBA's all-time leading scorer back into the mix here for the Lakers?
Malika, LeBron James has been working out individually, and I'm told the next step for him is 5-on-5 live play, and he will not be traveling on the Lakers' upcoming 5-game week-long road trip that starts in Atlanta this weekend. So it's unclear whether he's going to be able to get that live action while the team is on the road, potentially doing it with the G League South Bay team, or do the Lakers and LeBron wait for the team to get back on November 16th, and then the live play process can begin then. I was told today that Lakers personnel are still operating under the belief LeBron James's debut will be around mid-November, but this is uncharted territory. He turns 41 next month. He's in his 23rd record NBA season, and that's why Rob Pelinka's 3 signings this offseason, Jake LaRavia, DeAndre Ayton, and Marcus Smart, have been so important, paying dividends with the depth without one of the best players of all time in LeBron James.
Okay, so looking at that schedule, that 5-game road trip, he is not going to be traveling on that. We're looking at November 18th, possibly. If you're trying to sort of extrapolate out when he could be available, that would be a game against the Utah Jazz back at home in Crypto.com Arena. Shams Charania, thank you so very much for that insight here. Does that answer your question, Kenny?
That does. You know, Shams is like half man, half hair. So like, he's half man, half amazing, half man, half hair. He got the best hair in the business, baby. I know there's got to be some. Don't tell me that you're using the mousse. Don't tell me you're using the mousse, baby. That looks natural.
Kenny, I don't have the beard like you right now, but you know, I gotta make sure my hair's
stylish, brother. You're stylish, brother.
It's all berries.
Always.
Perk, what do you think, not just on Shams' hair today, but also on LeBron's, well, I don't know how you make a trip from that to LeBron's timeline to return.
I mean, when he gets back, he's going to have to take a back seat. He's going to have to take a
LeBron James take a back seat.
He's going to have to take a back seat to the best duo in basketball right now, and that's Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic. Luka's averaging 41, 11, and 8. Austin Reeves is top 5 in scoring, averaging 31, and top 5 in the league in assists, averaging 9. He's playing at an all NBA level. And so when you think about the Lakers, since 2020, what have they struggled with? Finding identity, culture, and structure. They're showing their fan base right now that they actually have that. They're trending towards that direction, huh?
Coach, are you going to be the one to tell LeBron to take a backseat?
No,
I'm going to call Austin Reeves and say, listen, you're playing well, you're young, but I understand Perk's point. They're off to a great start. How about this? Luka goes 40, 40, 40, sits out. Austin Reeves goes, I'll take that baton. I'll score 50, I'll score 40, and the next game, I'm going to hit a game winner and beat Minnesota on the road where they have yet to lose.
But what I'm saying is JJ has done something to that locker room, a hell of a job. He's maxing out guys. You got Jake LaRavia. He's averaging a career high. Rui is playing outside of his body right now, averaging 16.
Listen, man.
And LeBron.
If Malika's gone for 2 weeks, somebody sit in her seat, she coming back and being Malika. No.
Hey, all I know is
Miss Andrews is walking in here, and she's going to be like, Miss Andrews is here. It's going to be like, let's go do it.
Kenny, whether it was LeBron's side or the Lakers side, I know a contract extension wasn't agreed upon.
Okay, all right.
But that's
Stephen Curry praises LeBron James' relentless work ethic. The way LeBron James cares for his body, maintaining peak performance into his 22nd NBA season, has become almost mythical. Stories about his off-court investment in training and recovery have circulated for years, but the results speak for themselves. LeBron remains an all-NBA performer, still setting new standards of longevity, now preparing to become the first player ever to reach a 23rd NBA season. For Stephen Curry, that legend was something he had only heard about, until the summer of 2024. Curry and LeBron share one of basketball's greatest rivalries. From their 4 consecutive NBA Finals clashes between 2015 and 2018 to countless playoff duels since, their battles have helped define an era. But it wasn't until they became teammates on Team USA during the Paris Olympics, leading the United States to gold, that Curry got to witness LeBron's process up close. Speaking on the Mind the Game podcast with Steve Nash, Curry described what it was like to finally share a locker room with a Lakers superstar, and to see firsthand what separates LeBron from almost everyone else in the sport. "We've always motivated each other," Curry said. "But last summer, during the Olympic run, we finally got to share the same locker room. I'd always heard about his work ethic, the time, the discipline, how he treats his body, but when you actually see it, it's different. Nobody could beat him to the gym in the morning. There's an energy there, like everyone just understands. This is what greatness looks like. We didn't even have to talk about it. It was unspoken. I learned right away not to take anything for granted. There's no accident in being who you are, not with that kind of dedication. It taught me to keep finding ways to be the best version of myself." Coming from Curry, a player whose own career has been built on discipline and persistence, overcoming early ankle injuries to become one of the greatest shooters in NBA history, that kind of praise carries real weight. It's a testament to LeBron's relentless preparation and how it continues to inspire even his fiercest competitors. As LeBron works toward another return from rest and minor ailments, the Lakers know one thing for certain: he's putting in the hours, the same way he always has. JJ Redick sees grit and growth in the Lakers' new identity. While LeBron remains sidelined, JJ Redick's Lakers have shown surprising resilience. Monday night's 123-115 victory over the Portland Trail Blazers was the kind of win that reveals a team's character, and it came under unlikely circumstances. Without LeBron James, Luka Doncic, or Austin Reeves, the Lakers' backcourt was reduced to Nick Smith Jr., Marcus Smart, and Bronny James Jr., a lineup many saw as too thin to compete. But the group defied expectations. Smith came off the bench for 25 points and 6 assists, shooting 10 of 15 from the field and 5 of 6 from 3. Rui Hachimura added 28 points, while DeAndre Ayton anchored the team with 29 points and 10 rebounds, guiding Los Angeles to a statement win. The victory improved the Lakers to 6-2, despite missing 2 of their biggest stars in half of their games. It's the kind of toughness and collective belief the franchise has been searching for since its 2020 championship run. "That's what I love about this group," Redick said afterward. "They don't make excuses. They compete. They trust each other. That's what being a Laker is supposed to mean." It's clear that Redick's influence, emphasizing accountability, communication, and pace, is resonating with his players. Even in early November, this version of the Lakers already looks more connected and purposeful than in recent seasons. For Curry, LeBron, and their generation of NBA icons, moments like these, of respect, resilience, and leadership, serve as reminders that greatness isn't just about highlights or stats. It's about the habits that sustain you when the spotlight fades and the work begins again. And in that respect, both Curry and LeBron continue to set the gold standard. A rivalry that evolved into respect. For years, Stephen Curry and LeBron James defined the NBA's landscape through competition. Their clashes, from the 2015 finals to the iconic 2016 series, were more than basketball. They were cultural events that shaped a generation of fans. But what was once a fierce rivalry has matured into something far more meaningful. Both players, now in the twilight of their primes, understand what it takes to sustain excellence over time. They've carried franchises, endured injuries, faced criticism, and rewritten what it means to lead in the modern era. What Curry saw during that Olympic run in Paris wasn't just LeBron's routine. It was a glimpse into the mindset of someone who refuses to fade, no matter the odds. "You see the sacrifice," Curry explained. "People talk about talent, but it's not that. It's the discipline, the recovery sessions, the nutrition, the film work, the way he treats every day like it matters. That's what separates the great ones from the rest." That respect runs both ways. LeBron has often praised Curry for changing basketball itself, for redefining spacing, pace, and the art of shooting. During the Olympics, those mutual sentiments reportedly strengthened as the two veterans led a younger Team USA roster by example, demonstrating the professionalism and selflessness that have marked their careers. LeBron and Steph showed everyone how to prepare, how to talk, how to carry themselves, one Team USA staff member told reporters after the games. It wasn't about ego. It was about setting a standard. Lessons for the next generation. In an NBA increasingly dominated by youth and athleticism, both stars have become living examples of longevity through intelligence and consistency. Their rivalry may have once symbolized two competing philosophies, power versus precision, but today it reflects a shared truth. Greatness is sustained by discipline, not just talent. Young players across the league have taken notice. Coaches often point to LeBron's and Curry's work habits as teaching tools, evidence that true professionalism transcends age. Players like Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards, and Tyrese Halliburton have all cited watching veterans like Curry and LeBron as motivation for improving their own preparation. "What those guys do off the court is what people don't see," Edwards said recently. "That's what I'm trying to learn, how to make this a long career, not just a good one." For the Lakers, LeBron's influence continues to shape the team's culture, even when he isn't on the floor. For the Warriors, Curry's leadership remains their compass through transitions and challenges. Both franchises understand that maintaining a standard of excellence begins with how their stars approach the smallest details, from film study to the first warm-up shot of the day. The legacy of leadership. Curry's public admiration for LeBron marks more than just mutual respect. It's a recognition of shared purpose. After nearly 2 decades of defining their era through rivalry, they now stand as co-architects of what modern leadership in sports looks like: mentorship through example, competition without animosity, and dedication without compromise. As the NBA moves toward its next generation of stars, the lessons from Curry and LeBron may prove to be their most lasting contribution. They've shown that greatness is not only measured in championships or MVPs, but in the quiet daily commitment to mastery, the willingness to prepare when no one is watching. At this stage, Curry reflected, it's about passing on what we've learned. You don't hold back what made you great, you share it. Because that's how the game keeps growing. Looking ahead. With LeBron expected to return to action soon and Curry continuing to lead a retooled Warriors team, the next time they meet on the court will likely carry a different tone. Less about rivalry, more about legacy. Both men are aware that time is catching up. But as their careers continue to intersect, what stands out most is not the competition, but the connection. Two players who have pushed each other to evolve, to endure, and to inspire. And in the end, perhaps that is their greatest victory.